What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game of the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because we are going to be playing with a max Sea Dog. Max level Sea Dog, pitting him up against the highest damage output deck in the game, which is Max Demon Hunter. We've got 2 games for you guys, and this deck is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely wild. You're going to have to see it to believe it. We don't even output enough damage to hang, and yet this deck is borderline unbeatable. Max Sea Dog, just wait and see. Guys, grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. Welcome back once again, fellas. We're going to be jumping right into a game here showcasing Sea Dog at max level. Oh, that's Frost. We also have Frost at max level, but Sea Dog and Summoner at max level here. Sea Dog at max level. As you may or may not know, I don't even have Sea Dog. I don't have a lot of legendaries, actually. I don't have Spirit Master. I don't have Monk. Certainly don't have Sea Dog. But I thought, why not go into the battle history, the battle results, whatever you want to say. They are free for everybody to look at. Results of all these different decks and accounts and levels and this, that, and the other thing. And let's show it off. Let's show it off. So we're going to be watching this guy here with his Max Sea Dog going up against a Max Demon Hunter. And honestly, you guys, I hope, are going to enjoy it just as much as I am. To where we're just going to be watching, reacting, and talking about what is going on. And it's always crazy, crazy gameplay. So my man, our opponent here, has a Max Sword, Max Demon Hunter, Max Dryad, only a level 9 Summoner. Bro, what is wrong with you? But he's also got a Max Mermaid. And we'll check out the equipment. Max Mermaid, level 20, level 11 Spear, 20 Mage Robes, Max Amulet of Growth, that's wild, and a level 8 Bubble Wand. I didn't even know that's what it was called, a Bubble Wand's kind of funny. But yeah, that's the hero equipment specific. Level 8? Do you know how many, like, how difficult it is to get that to a level 8? Absolutely crazy. And then I can't check out my man's equipment here. But it's a max Necromancer. Absolutely silly. But let's see what's going on here, because I actually saw this matchup a bunch of times. We're going to watch 2 videos today of, actually, I think both of them are Max Sea Dog. Oh, you can see we have the a talent, or the, what the heck is it called? Enchantment for Shaman on our equipment, so that's pretty cool. But both matchups are going to be Max Sea Dog against Max Demon Hunter. And Demon Hunter is what I thought was the go-to, the best deck overall. Max Demon Hunter I thought was untouchable. But we might learn a little bit differently. Okay, we might learn something a little bit to the contrary with our Max Sea Dog here. And it's definitely our Max Sea Dog. If you guys don't know, I did recently put in $20,000 into Rush Royale, and this is my account with a Max Sea Dog. I know some of you guys might be a little surprised, but it's the truth, okay? Yep, that's what happened. We got a Max Sea Dog now. So, yeah. Let's talk about what the talents are, though, because clearly they're just doing a bunch of damage. I want to try and understand a little bit more about what's going on. So, Cursed Treasure, first talent. When you receive treasure, ghosts will be sent out to 2 random enemies, paralyzing units for 4 seconds. The paralysis, you can see it right now, actually, is unaffected by shields and will not be removed by cleansing. Wild! After 20 treasure is accumulated, an additional target will be paralyzed. Doesn't work for co-op. So that's something that's very interesting. So, can't be cleansed? Why? I feel like they're going to remove that at some point. But anyway, got a shovel. Alright. It's just an odd name, I feel like. Sea Dogs of merge rank 4 or higher will dig up treasure on their tile when any other treasure is received. Treasure above the maximum will go to a random strongest Sea Dog with 3% damage increase for each one. Max is 10. Alrighty. Explosive Surprise. When you receive rare treasure 3, bombs will be buried on the opponent's battlefield. If the unit appears, merges, or is increased its rank on a tile with a bomb, an explosion occurs, reducing the merge rank of the unit on the tile. Wow, that's brutal. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. So, they have paralysis. They have bombs that rank down units as if it's a shaman. Only if you merge or do something on that, but that's still quite the hindrance. Look at his board. He's already got 4 units, 5 units stunned, 6, 7. Holy smokes, dude. And then the last one, there's a 10% chance of a piece of amulet being buried. Each piece received will increase the damage inflicted by the Sea Dogs by 5%. When 4 pieces are collected, every 20 seconds, the strongest Sea Dog will summon a frigate to attack random monsters on the battlefield. Each cannonball's damage equals 500% of the damage. Whoo! So he's going way more frost. He's only got a handful of Sea Dogs, but we're outputting a lot of damage. We're still in the early stages here, okay? We're in the early stages. It looks like the, he's doing Absorption of Evil. Is that the left side or the right side? I should be able to tell. It should be the left side, because he's building, yeah. So that means, like, when he kills bosses, it goes to the highest rank, if all of which have absorbs, or the demon hunters with no absorbs, right? That's how that works. But that's only the first talent. Obviously, he has so many. And this guy, okay, so this is a very toxic deck that I'm clearly playing, right? Stun and Shaman from the Sea Dog, as well as increased movement speed and freezing from the Frost. And do we have mana? Whatever it's called. Let me look at the talents. Yeah, we also have the mana prevention on the Frost. And then, of course, our Necromancer is also a hindrance too, right? That's a super annoying one to play against, because anytime you spawn it, it will chain and freeze. So our opponent has to deal with a plethora. If you don't know that word, look it up. A plethora of debuffs, nerfs, things that are reducing, things that are stunning, things that are freezing, things that are... Oh my goodness, it's absolute chaos. The one thing that I think our board is missing is we don't have any cleanse abilities, do we? Does Summoner get a cleanse ability eventually? Oh, and we've got Summoner enhancing the cost of our opponent's summoning. What is this, like 10 debuffs in one? Absolutely chaotic. And we're doing a bunch of damage, but you can see there's no cleansing ability. For instance, I think I can point to this guy. This guy right here has an 8 stack on him from our opponent's sword. I feel like that's really worthwhile to mention. But guys, if you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video, and if you're going to be making any in-game purchases, if you guys are going to also put in $20,000 into your account to get a max Sea Dog, make sure you're going through My Games and using code BEACH. It's not going to cost you anything extra, but it will enable your favorite content creators to continue making the content that you guys enjoy so much. Dude, like 90% of his board was frozen for a second. But yeah, they have the exact same store as they do in-game at My Game, so you can do the Premium Pass, buy Platinum, Hero Tavern Pass, whatever you might do. Make sure you use code BEACH. I am forever grateful for anybody that does so. And if you guys do use my code, make sure you put a little message. I do read them down below. I don't like post them anywhere or whatever, but I'd get a little laugh and put a joke down below or whatever if I read. You know, a lot of you guys say just very, very kind words that, you know, what's up, man? Thanks for doing what you're doing. Shout out, my man, whatever. Anything. If you put a little comment there, I will read it. when you use my code, so I definitely appreciate all of that. But okay, we're now into the first round of double bosses, right? That was Dark Priest, now first round of double bosses. This is the only thing that the big takeaway from this deck, A, super toxic. A million things going on that our opponent has to deal with. But number 2, we've got no cleansing. I wonder if it would work out better to run Mermaid in this deck, for instance, so that you can have a shield. And I think Mermaid at a high level also has cleansing abilities too, correct? Or like if you, there's other cards that like cleanse, right? Dryad at a high level cleanses Sword at a high level. I might be just making this stuff up, but I think there's definitely ways you could cleanse things. Yeah, I was looking for a second. Yeah, the debuff is still there, right? Where's my finger? Debuff is still there. But we're outputting things like crazy now. We got a bunch of freezes. We just froze 9 units, and Demon Hunter still took out Kitsune practically immediately. Wow. So that's the thing here, and this is why I wanted to watch this, because I didn't really know what to expect. But it's not necessarily that Sea-Dog is outputting damage unlike anything else. It's just hindering, preventing the opponent from being able to do literally anything that they can come away with a win. 4 million to go through. Look at all the units that are frozen. I really wish I took a screenshot right there. Shout out to Shawnee Gaming. I think both games are going to be from Shawnee Gaming. I did look up his channel. Go show him some love. I'm not going to post the link down below. I definitely could. Maybe I will. I don't know if I will or won't. He's clearly not trying to make a YouTube channel or anything. He's got, I think, 7 subscribers. So if you want to go over there and see this gameplay, he posts clips, just super long games with just like the game going. I don't think there's even sound. But if you want to go check it out, by all means, that's our man right there. But yeah, like I said, if he was like, making videos and like commentating on them or doing anything specific, I would definitely plug him more, even though I'm plugging him a good amount right now. But it doesn't look like he's trying to do that. So if you want to check him out, go for it. But yeah, that's the only thing I would think about. So this guy has no cleansing abilities in this deck. Mermaid could be pretty sweet. He does have that level 20 Necromancer, so we can check out what he has. Level 18 with Shaman there, level 10 with Shaman. We're actually going to have to do enchantments at some point. We have leveled up our legendary equipment a decent amount to where I think we have the ability to do a couple of enchantments, so I think that would be kind of fun. We've only got the one on our Mage Robes, which I think is Battle Thrill, but we do have a legendary Spear as well. It's only a level 5, maybe 6. But it doesn't have any enchantments whatsoever. And Shaman, it's super toxic, but it's really good, man. Every time I play against it and they have Shaman as their enchantment, it's just super, super annoying. Is that actually what it's called? Shaman? Pocket Curse, whatever. Same thing. Level 11! 11! Necromancer specific item is unbelievable. I don't even have Necromancer. But that's one win in the books. We'll look at the damage here. 500 million from our opponent. Only 300 million, total 400 million from our Necromancer. A couple of things go into making those numbers make sense. But wild, right? I think we can agree that it's Sea-Dog is not the one like just outputting a crazy amount of damage. It's just so many debuffs when coupled with also the Frost, when also coupled with the Pocket Curse, also coupled with Necromancer freezing units, coupled with the Summoner with the high buy cost. I wanted, like I said, I wanted to take a screenshot right there. I wasn't quick enough. How many units? There's 15 tiles on a board, is that correct? 12 of them were frozen. Demon Hunter does an unbelievable amount of damage, but if they can't attack, doesn't really do much. But that's one win in the books, one game in the books. Let's jump into game number 2 and see if this follows suit on game number 1. Back in we go once again, and we're, like I said, Max Sea-Dog versus Max Demon Hunter. The only difference, we're going to look at everything that's a little bit different, but the main difference is that my man's running Zeus this time. He's got a level 9. I also don't have Zeus. Max, level 17, very, very good equipment. He's going Twilight Hunting as well as Cloak of Shadows. I don't know if the other guy also ran Stealth Attack or not, but those first two talents are different from the other opponents. So that's very good. Still a Max Dryad, Max Sword. This time this guy's got a level 13 Summoner. Should be a heck of a game. Okay, I already looked at the damage a little bit, and I'll tell you right now, it does follow suit just a hair. And if I'm looking at my board right now, did we have Sword in here the last time? I don't even remember. I feel like we didn't have Sword in here the last time. But either way, let's continue on. We've still got Frost. It's still the Toxic Frost, Icy Breath, Ice Walk. And we're still rocking with our Sea Dog, Max, baby. And we're taking this guy on Max Sea Dog, Max Demon Hunter. I feel like this is the matchup right now. Super, super fun. I don't know. I mean, if I really wanted to put a bunch of time and effort into it, I feel like I could get my Demon Hunter at least leveled up a couple of times. I think I could. It's just that you guys can let me know in the comments. Is a level 11 Demon Hunter worth it? Is level 13 Demon Hunter worth it? Or does it have to be a Max Demon Hunter? And if it has to be a Max Demon Hunter, does it have to be coupled with something else? Does it have to be coupled with a high-level Zeus, high-level Mermaid, high-level Dryad? I don't know. Let me know, because I feel like I definitely have turned some Demon Hunter shards into crystals to level up other units, because Demon Hunter for such a long time was just so blatantly average, right? But now it's super strong. I don't think I've got loads of them. I've got mine at level 9. I probably have like 3 out of 2 right now. So if I wanted to get him to 10, I could. If I wanted to get him to 11, it wouldn't be that far-fetched. But I don't think I could go much further than that. So let me know if you think it would be worth it. Sea Dog, for instance, I could perhaps get Sea Dog. I mean, obviously I've had mine at max already, but actually not. I could probably get Sea Dog to level 7 if I wanted to. I could get him flat out and just have him at level 7. That's what I did for Robot. That's what I did for Tesla. Those are both level 7 and are not going to change from level 7 anytime soon. Would it be worth getting Sea Dog to level 7 just to showcase him a little bit? Or is this good enough, showcasing him at max ability and just letting him go ham and me just kind of hands off the reins, right? Also, let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in, because I think I'm just about at 1,800 event tokens for whatever event he comes out of. So I could probably get him, just buy him outright and then just have him at level 7 and then not do a whole lot else after. But again, I think that's kind of a waste. Although I also don't really use my tokens for anything else. I guess I could buy like epic heroes or something. It's kind of the same idea if I wanted to just go and try and get Necro or Zeus fragments. Could be fun. I'm not really close to getting any of them. But here we go. We're going up against Gorgon. Like right now, for instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of his units out of 12 units were frozen. We just hit a rank 4 Demon Hunter. We hit a rank 3 Sword, I think it was. This has got to be so frustrating to play against. And I really want to call attention to the damage output at the end of this game, because it's extremely telling. I still stand by the fact that Demon Hunter outputs more damage than any other card at max level. It outputs more than any other card. But that doesn't mean it's necessarily the best deck. I mean, you might even try and do Demon Hunter as if it's the same deck here, because obviously my Sea Dog freezes here and there, paralyzes here and there, but between Necromancer and Frost, as well as Summoner, maybe that's enough debuffs to rock Demon Hunter and be that much of a nuisance to your opponent that you could kind of play a Sea Dog deck or play this Toxic deck without Sea Dog. Like right there's 2 paralysis, but those frozen ones are from Frost. I don't know. It could be an interesting idea. I feel like a lot of people play Demon Hunter to output the max amount of damage. But if you're a Demon Hunter playing running into these toxic decks where you can't hang because of all the paralysis, do the same thing. Typically, the deck on my side of the board we only have 4, now 5, now back to 4. Actually, no, now we only have 3 Sea Dogs outputting damage. So you can clearly see where the priority is. Spam, debuff, freeze, slow, all that garbage, rather than outputting a high amount of damage. If my opponent, as a Demon Hunter player, could get all those debuffs working for him also, we only need to freeze a handful of units over here, and the Sea Dog would have almost nothing to even attack with. I don't know. It's just an idea, right? Maybe I'll try and get a screenshot here of a bunch of nonsense. Probably around, I'd say, into like the first couple of double bosses is when he's really going to spam as much as possible. But don't get me wrong, Sea Dog still does output a bunch of damage. It's just, I think Demon Hunter just does more. Grandmaster here, let's see what it looks like. Took out Grandmaster, couple of Shamans going down, 4 things frozen right there. Absolute chaos, dude. And you can't even merge them because they're frozen and held and stunned. And I think this is a slightly different deck, though, right? He's running. We're running Sword rather than something else, I believe. I don't remember what it was, though. 40 seconds. So there's 3 paralysis. I'm really trying to get a screenshot of where, like, there's like a million. There's another 3. There's a couple freezes. We'll see. I think there's probably going to be a point in time where like 90% of the board is frozen, and that'll be my time to shine right there. But let's see. He does still have 2 Ascended Blue Swords. He doesn't have any 10 stacks, and I guess that's because we're running Sword also, so it's obviously making it difficult. But he's still hanging on there. There's a Lion, but the Lion didn't... It might be attacking, but there's just so many tiles they can't get to it. I don't even know. Zeus did level up a couple of his Demon Hunters there. That's really, really good. I mean, look at this board. I might just take a screenshot of that. Because, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them were straight up from one thing or another. That looks pretty crazy. I might take multiple screenshots. I apologize if it's annoying, but... it's just crazy, man. I've almost never seen gameplay like this. I love the fact that we do this now, where we just showcase some crazy cards. And let me know in the comments. Also, I know I've asked a lot of you guys, what cards, what decks you would like to see. Because we can do anything now. I want to put out high-level Spirit Master gameplay. Maybe a high-level, I don't know, anything. Let's see if we can find Gargoyle that's doing work somewhere. That would be crazy. I actually just saw the bombs for the first time. Monkey King, we did take a hit from Monkey King. A couple of Shamans getting spammed out there. But any card, any deck you want to possibly see at a high level, I think we can make that happen. I think we can find it, and it would be a bunch of fun to showcase that in our videos. But right there, I see that he got to like an 8. He's got an 8 stack up there. There's a Frost freezing some things. We're taking away that blue Ascended Sword. He did get a 10 stack on one of his Demon Hunters. It's only one of his rank 3s, so that's not too crazy. Oh my goodness, it's absolute chaos. Look at that. Some more paralysis. Some more sword spam. Some more freezes. I'm going to take a screenshot right there. All right, I'm done screenshotting. 10 seconds ago. I don't think he'll lose right here. 6 seconds. He should be fine, but Assassin could be brutal. And he's just constantly stunning everything. And now he's preventing him from getting mana right there as well. This is hard to watch. Grandmaster before the merge? Crazy. This is honestly even more impressive to me how much Demon Hunter is getting debuffed. And still, and even so, how quickly it takes out bosses. It's still outputting just an egregious amount of damage, even though more than 50% of the units are frozen. Like, that's crazy, dude. But look at this. Froze the big ones. And they're steaming around the board. Absolutely flying around the board because of frost. This is an insufferable combination of frost plus Sea Dog plus Necromancer. Absolutely wild. And this is what I wanted to show you guys, is that my opponent ended up doing 650 million damage, and we did only 390 million damage. So, not quite, but for lack of a better term, he did double the damage that we did. Double, and lost. This is not a high damage output deck. It's a straight up toxicity deck. And he's not running Shaman, but at the same time he is, because he's got it on the enchantment. He's not running Demonologist for extra monsters on the board. There's no monster spam. That's kind of an interesting thing. He's not spamming Cultist. He's not spamming Demos. He's not spamming Slugs. He doesn't have Hogs. None of that. It's just freezes, paralysis. Is there stuns? I think there's stuns. The increased movement speed, no mana production. Crazy. And then there's the Shaman ranking them down, but there's also the explosive bombs that if you merge or increase a rank or anything on a tile with a bomb, which you can't possibly see because there's 1,300 tiles on every single tile. There's the Necro tiles. There's the buff tiles from your own board. Then there's the explosive tile. You can't see it, but if you do anything with those tiles on board, it's going to rank down your unit. Just craziness. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to be the end of this YouTube video. And if you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.